Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope everyone is doing well. I am doing great. I have a Super Tarts Destash haul and then a regular haul from her ready to ship. I think it was from the bakery. What was that? Was it bakery, coffee, and oh shoot, I can't remember the third category. Anyways, let's just jump into this. So this is the Destash part. There was a girl selling a bunch of Super Tarts. Some I've tried, some I haven't. So let's go ahead and just break right in. So fairy dust, fresh balsam, raspberry cake batter. If you guys have been around for a while, you guys know this is one of my like soother scents. I know a lot of people use like lavender for soothing. That for me is like my relaxation scent. King Joffrey. I've never tried this one before, but I heard someone talking about it. I want to say the girl I mentioned in one of my other videos, Nicole Perry. If you're not following her, go check her out. She's got a great channel. She talks a lot about Super Tarts and other vendors as well, but wedding cake and ceremonial pie, and just the way she described it, I'd never really looked twice at this one before. I just always thought like, nah, I don't even know what the heck ceremonial pie is. This smells good. I don't know, I can't really describe what might be going on in here. All I know is it doesn't have that really sweet cake note. I can't do like, when I think of sweet cake, I think of like Jackie O's, or, you know how sometimes, for me, sometimes cake puts off kind of a weird undertone? This one doesn't. It smells good. I'll have to try to find out what ceremonial pie is. That's probably some sort of like secret. The Simpsons. Glazed donuts, root beer, and whipped cream. I've heard so much about this one. People love this one, and I would have been like, root beer? You really want a warm root beer in your house? This one smells just like root beer, though. I mean, it really like literally smells like root beer. Just so good. I don't know, you know, when this warms up, I could completely change my mind. Trying to think of a scent that I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna love this scent, and then it was similar. It was like a drink type scent, and I warmed it and I was like, oh, that smells gross. So we'll see. Iron Islands. I'm kind of reverting back to, I never loved dune grass for whatever reason. My nose is reverting back to dune grass. Sea salt and teak wood. Yeah, so this one has it's pretty strong on the dune grass, if I remember correctly. Also, I didn't show you the inside the clamshell. So that's pretty cute. But I'm actually, you know what? It's so funny. I'm actually really starting to like the new labels. I think they're really cute. So La Push is fresh raindrops, sage leaf, and orange peel. I've had this one before a long time ago, and I remember I didn't like the sage and the orange peel together. But smelling it now, I like it. So I don't know what's going on with my nose. I know some of you guys probably aren't surprised because it seems like my nose changes every freaking couple months. Susan, I've had this one before. This is chocolate orchid, fireside, cotton candy, frosting, and mellow fluff. And I do remember this one being a little bit on the lighter side, but warmed, I remember I liked it, even though it was on the, you know, not so strong side. It was a pretty scent. Oh, this is kind of random. I just grabbed a salted avocado. It was in the Destash, and I was like, oh, let me just grab salted avocado. What the hell? From the Bathing Garden. So this is the one non-Super Tarts clam. If I can get it open. Yeah, this is good. This reminds me of the avocado and sea salt from Scentsy, but since it's salted, it's got just that little like kick up. All right, so from Game of Tarts, I had a little sample of Hodor, and I saw this in the girls' Destash, and I was like, let me go ahead and grab that. I never would have looked at this twice if my friend hadn't have sent me a sample. Eucalyptus and ivy. Ivy is a huge no-go for me, but for some reason, the vanilla bean in this one, just, I don't know. You know, I'm really gonna have to warm this one and see like what happens, but I'm not getting that, you know, like eucalyptus. What's the eucalyptus scent that Super Tarts has that I just cannot do? Is it Katniss? Oh, that one is so strong. I cannot do it. This one, the vanilla bean, really calms down anything offensive that you would find in this one. Like if you didn't like ivy or eucalyptus, that vanilla bean is really playing a strong role in that, until I get it on warm. We'll see, it might change. The Red Woman is fruit cake. I thought, there's not a lot of like fruit cake scents out there, and look at the bottom of this clamshell and the side. I love like the detail that was put into that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't had a fruit cake in, gosh, a really long time. My grandma used to get one every year from a special place in Texas that makes these really fabulous fruit cakes. But it just smells good. It just smells like a good bakery, honestly. That's one that I would have looked past before, but I had a sample of it. So I was like, let's just do it. King Oran, or Orin, I don't know. This is, I know isn't he from Aquaman? Somebody help me. I'm not good with like the DC, Super Universe, Marvel Comics, that kind of stuff. Crisp Brain, Salty Water, Seaweed, Patchouli, and Cedarwood. I probably just offended a whole fandom of people. I'm so sorry. So this is that one. I've been like, I find that I don't have a lot of like manly masculine scents. So I wanted to grab some. My husband loves those kind. Like if ever I put those in the bedroom, he's like, it smells really good in here. So I've been trying to stock up on those for him. And my friend was like, I didn't even realize that. She goes, I didn't think you'd like patchouli. And I didn't even realize that the patchouli was in there until she mentioned it. Now that's all I smell. So thank you for that. I'm just kidding. It does smell really good though. I can handle patchouli in small doses. So if everything else plays nicely in here, it might be okay. I mean, you really do smell a lot going on in there. It just smells like a very, I don't know, it's almost cologne-y, but you get some of those other like oceanic notes in there, so that's good with me. I wanted to grab some, so I'm gonna change the bags. Just whenever you buy a Destash, like these things get passed around, it feels like so much that the wax just makes the bag look gross. So this is New Orleans. This is obviously Super Tarts. This is Sugar Dusted Beignets. I think that's the scent description. And I haven't had this one in such a long time. It just sounded like a good bakery. Like just your basic bakery scent. So I want to try that one again. I'm kind of rediscovering some new scents, things that I would have passed up before. I'm trying to open up my mind a little bit and try some different things. And I'm finding everything I got in this Destash I actually really like. There's nothing, you know how sometimes you buy a Destash and you're just like, what the hell? Like, what did I buy? This is Arrow. This is, oh, here we go. Black pepper, mossy birch, peppermint sticks, and rain. The peppermint got me, the black pepper got me, and the rain got me. So, yeah. This is a 3-pack of flowers. This one is another good one. Oh gosh, that smells so good. I feel like this is going to be such a good bedtime blend. The peppermint is in there. You kind of get a little bit of black pepper. Kind of a manly, peppermint manly scent. Love that. I think I also heard Nicole talk about Arrow as well. So I was kind of like, let me go ahead and, the way she described it, I was like, okay. So I did grab some more Effie. I have a clamshell from the last restock that Brandy did. This is ginger ale, grape soda, spun sugar. And I actually really am kind of liking messing with grape a little bit. It probably won't be like a favorite scent. I just like that it has the fizzy pop in there. I like playing with fizzy pop scents or having fizzy pop scents around. Fizzy pop, you can mix with a lot of stuff and fizzy pop will just work with stuff. So I went ahead and I grabbed that. I know I always say grabbed. It's like I went to this girl's house and I just grabbed stuff and like took off. Insidious is Driftwood, Cotton Candy, and Vetiver. You guys, well, I mean, I know that I love this scent. I needed some more for sure. So when I saw the 3-pack, I was like, heck yeah. This is just such a good blend. Let me stutter. I grabbed this after I warmed it a few weeks ago and realized how much I loved it, and my clamshell was down to like 2 pieces or something. So, all right, so let's get into the haul. This was really well packaged. I like the way Brandy is doing this. She put a little piece of tissue paper and it says thank you with her new logo on it. It looks really pretty. really nice. It came with bubble wrap and it looked secure, and it was really nice. So this is the bakery restock ready to ship that she did, the leftovers from the pre-order. So the sample I got is, if it were so, it might be, I think this is a lemon curd blend. I don't know all the scent notes, but it's lemon curd something. Yeah, you know what is so weird? I don't love lemon curd, but for some reason right now this smell is not bad. Which is so freaking weird because I hate lemon curd. But like this almost smells like lemon curd, and then like a real like lemon. Like if you were to slice open a lemon and smell it, that's what you would get. All right, so I grabbed Fantastic, which I haven't had in a while. This is pretzels, white chocolate, vanilla cream, marshmallow, pumpkin mousse. I remember liking this one, so I just picked it up. And this one, let's see, it's not strong on pretzel, I can tell you that. I'm not getting pretzel right off the bat. I'm getting more of the chocolate. Maybe the white chocolate, and just a really like marshmallowy vanilla scent. I don't really get a lot of pumpkin mousse. If I remember correctly, the pumpkin mousse wasn't super dominant in this scent. I'm gonna put, you know what, let's move these out of the way. And let's start with the new. The next one, I've never seen this one before. Don't Be Salty. I don't know when she came up with this one, if anyone knows, like when she debuted this or whatever, but this is vanilla bean, nutmeg, soft pretzel, almond shortbread, confectioner's sugar, gingerbread, cream brulee. So I realized that I was running pretty low on like bakery type scents. I've been kind of steering away from bakery a little bit, or at least I feel like that. Okay, so this one is good. This one, again, is not strong on the pretzel. Like sometimes pretzel, I feel like, or gingerbread. I feel like pretzel and gingerbread sometimes can dominate a scent. But I'm not getting that. This is just a good bakery scent. So I'll, hopefully do a warm review on that. Family, last time I had, I think this was Family Stone before. Cinnamon glaze and vanilla beans. I feel like the last one I had went weird on me, but I really do like this one. This is just like a creamy cinnamon, like very light on the cinnamon. It smells, I like this. I like it because it's toned down. The vanilla bean really plays with that cinnamon scent so good. I can't quite describe this one, but I really like it. So I'm hoping that maybe my clam just got like weird, which doesn't really happen with Super Tarts. Like I don't have weird scents, like things go bad or off. So I don't know really what happened with that one. It might have been what I was warming it with, or who knows. Hufflepuff. I have had this one when I first ordered from Brandy. I think it was maybe in one of like when she first came out with this scent. Woo, which is probably like a long time ago, it feels like. So this is bananas, whipped cream, and pie crust. The first time I smelled this, I thought, ooh, this smells so good. And then I just figured out I didn't like banana bakery at all. But now I'm like wanting to try banana bakery. So we're going to try this one again. This one smells really good. It's like, it's a soft banana to me. And I really smell the whipped cream. I don't get a lot of pie crust. I grabbed 2 of those because I was like really like pinning for that one. I don't know why. I haven't had Hedwig in a really long time. Oh, I love Harry Potter. Hedwig, chai tea, cheesecake, and clove. So the last time I had this, it was a little strong on the clove. And for that reason, I didn't like it. But I'm realizing that chai tea is also kind of has a distinct smell. So this one is very spicy. It is heavy on, not heavy on the clove, but I mean, it's definitely there. I can smell it. Next one I have is an old favorite of mine is Cujo, warm vanilla sugar, brown sugar figs, blackberry jam. This is just an old standby favorite. I think I have 1 clam of this left, so I've had this one for years and years and years, and I just always like it, so. All right, I grab Buster, which is black cherry, zucchini bread, buttercream cupcakes, and I never looked at this one twice because of the black cherry, but I was like, you know what? I bet the zucchini bread, because I've been surprised by some of her scents before. I was like, I would never try that one. And then I warm it and I'm like, holy crap, that smells really good. The black cherry is not dominant here. It's very zucchini bread, bakery. I don't even smell, just a light black cherry. It's not even that strong. So sometimes if you're scared of a scent, it's good to just give it a try and see. I think now Destashes with Super Tarts are probably selling a little bit better because some of her stuff's not readily available. So if you don't like something, you can just always destash it or send it along to a friend. I wanted to get the Mia Fake and Bake. I do like Fake and Bake a lot. Mia I've had before, not so much, but I thought with the Fake and Bake, you know what, it might really work. So this is French baguette, zucchini bread, sugar cookies, blueberry torte, sweet cream, and almond marzipan. Blueberry for me is one of those scents that oh, okay, you know what, actually the blueberry smells quite good in here. The Fake and Bake really takes that blueberry to a different kind of level. It's not so blueberry that, yeah, okay, I might like this one. House of Stark American Werewolf. This is coffee, maple sugar, biscuits, vanilla bean, and whipped cream. I really like both of these scents, and I, you know, with me being not so keen on, why did I just say keen? I sound like I'm like 70. With me not being like a lover of coffee anymore, I do really like House of Stark, even though, you know, my coffee thing has kind of died down a little bit. My coffee kick, I guess. But this with the American Werewolf scent is really, really nice. It tones the coffee down. You still definitely, I can smell House of Stark in there, like for sure. But the American Werewolf just gives it a nice little bakery, tones down the coffee a little bit. That one's nice. That's another one I kind of wish I grabbed a little bit more of, but it's okay. It'll be okay. Rockabilly is pear, whipped cream, buttercream, cupcakes. This one just sounded good to me. Pear mixed with bakery. It's a scent I haven't had in a while. Not obviously this is new, but I mean, I just haven't had a pear bakery. This actually smells really good. It kind of takes on the pear. If you've had pear before, I'm sure a lot of you have. Pear sometimes can smell kind of like a clean note to me. Does anyone else feel like that? I feel like pear is just it's a very fresh smell. I don't know. Does that make sense to anyone? I don't know. And then the last one I have is I always want to say do not judge me. Donut Judge Me. This is toasted coconut, vanilla donuts, caramel, maple coffee, toffee, and buttercream. Again, I was feeling the bakery kick. I feel like, does anyone think that she changed her clamshells? I feel like she was getting sick of people doing the, you know how the clamshells would get squishy and everyone would like have to show the clamshell being squishy. I know I'm guilty of that. So this one definitely, I can smell that maple and caramel and toffee. That one. Is there any coffee in there? Oh yeah, maple coffee. Yeah, there's a little bit of coffee in there. I don't know how I feel about this one yet. I don't know. I might like this one. I don't know. It has a lot going on. When you get a lot of scent notes like that, sometimes it's hard to figure out like what exactly you're smelling. It just smells like bakery. So, okay, that was my Super Tarts haul really fast. I hope I went through everything fast. But yeah, so I said this channel wasn't going to be a hauling channel, and hopefully we're not getting to that state, but I kind of feel like I'm sliding. So yeah, if you see me over on the in the groups or whatever, if you want to come talk to me. Because, well, actually, no, I do have a plan. I do have a plan. I am going to watch the Super Tarts restocks and pre-orders because I do kind of want to, I find in the pre-orders, I only order like maybe 5 things maximum. Like I find the pre-orders, I can kind of narrow my list down a little bit. The ready to ships, I feel like are more dangerous for me because I don't know. I feel like pre-orders, you have a lot of time to think about it. Ready to ship, you don't really have a lot of time to think about it. So I don't know. Pre-orders have been a little bit better for me. Also, I I know the two vendors that I want to order from. There's two vendors. One vendor is going to be a very small order. The other vendor will probably be a very small order as well, but I know what scents I want. And then there's two other vendors that I want two very specific scents from each vendor. So, you know, I don't want to go in and be like, oh, let me just grab this, this, and this. I want to be very specific about what I grab from these other vendors. So, yeah, that is my plan, or at least my sort of plan. Do you guys do that? Do you guys think in your head like, okay, I'm going to go in with a plan, or does that just fall to hell, like when you get into the restock or whatever? But yeah, so I'm super happy with my order. It's good to have some Super Tarts. My Super Tart stash was getting like really kind of low, to be honest. I mean, before my Wax Wednesday order came in, then I felt like I was back in it, but I feel like there's a few scents that I need to definitely try to find again that I really like. So if she brings them like in the pre-order or whatever, I'll grab them then. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. All right, that was a lot of rambling. I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys ordered from the bakery, coffee, whatever the third item was, I can't remember now. Spiced, was it? Let me know what you got or what your favorite scent was from there. I, you know, always like to know that information. And yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys a little later. Probably my next video will just be my melts again in about a week. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching.